Episode 95 of the A-League podcast. I tried to use a little more energy there to wake everybody up. How's everybody doing, man?
Doing well. It's, another beautiful Sunday right here in the ATL, and we're doing well. So, can't complain. I was telling Jeremy I played ball on Saturday at Emory.
Yeah.
Man, I'm suffering. Emphasis on suffering right now. So, but all is well though. All is well.
The knees don't work like they used to, huh?
They working, man. But I took a knee to the thigh.
Oh, boy, that
Knee
hurts.
to the thigh, and I'm sore.
That really hurts.
Yeah. So.
Well, I'm good. I'm a little sore just from lifting weights and stuff. But other than that, I'm good.
Yeah, as you guys can hear, we have Jeremy and Dimitri in the building. Unfortunately, Big Draco cannot be with us this week. And Keem is also, he has to travel like 8 miles or eight hours, so he couldn't make it this morning. But let's get started, man. Speaking of the interview of the year already, we're only 20 days into the new year, and we already have the interview of the year, man. How'd y'all feel about Big Draco coming up there? Big Soulja coming up on Breakfast Club.
Soulja? Nah, man, but seriously though, yo, this guy, man, I don't know, he always finds a way, right? When he's down below 6 feet under, he comes up like Undertaker out of nowhere and just explodes on social media, which, I mean, he did create, this whole he created what social media pretty much is today, you know what I mean? So I don't know. I mean, it's hard to take the guy serious, man.
I said, tell me what's really going on. Jersey back in this thing. I'm ready. What's happening?
Whoa! That's kissed me through the phone. I really don't get it though. I really didn't.
I don't either.
I didn't see the connection.
No. They played the
trying to-
actual one on Twitter. It wasn't Kiss Me Through the Phone. It was like an old.
It
Soulja
was,
Boy song
Oh,
on the internet.
okay.
Yeah.
Hop up out the bed.
No.
It wasn't that one?
It wasn't a hit. It was like it was
just
one of the
his
ones
songs.
from when he was on the internet. Cause I don't know if y'all remember Soulja Boy's come up, but he was really popular on the internet.
Yeah.
Like
Before he
on
cr-
Bebo
before he
and
made Crank That?
MySpace, and then he signed with Mr. Collar Park,
Mhm.
and then they revamped Crank That, and they did a clean version in the music video, and that's when Crank That went from an internet sensation to like mainstream media.
Ah.
Yeah. So
really, is Mr. Collar Park who we need to be?
no, because Soulja was huge. Soulja was huge on he was huge on the internet.
Okay.
He was
Yeah.
huge, but he wasn't really known.
Yeah.
He
by
wasn't. He was.
mainstream,
Yeah.
He wasn't known by because I'm a little biased because I was a 12-year-old sixth grader.
Yeah.
So like like I knew it, but hold on, here it is. Give
For
me a
me,
second.
that was high school. Like that was what we listened to.
Oh.
What's really going on? Soulja Boy up in this thing, I'm ready. What's happening?
What?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, that's what Drake was talking about. I mean, that's what Soulja was talking about.
Drake.
No.
Drake biting like that.
Yeah, I mean, but Drake is
man.
like known for doing that. Like he's been doing that like his whole.
But I would have never guessed Soulja Boy.
Yeah.
He stole from Soulja Boy.
He stole from Project Pat in the Shoot Dance song "Look Alive."
Wow.
When he was like, "Look who I'm around, man. If I messed up, I'ma beat downtown, man. Fo." All of that is Project Pat. Like that whole part.
See, this is my issue, right?
Yeah.
I don't think that's 100, you know what I'm saying, on Drake's behalf. Because if you are gonna, you know what I mean, use someone's, I guess, I don't know if you consider it flow necessary, but
Yeah.
if you're gonna take pieces of their, lyrics or whatnot and incorporate it into your own, you need to do a salute or something.
or collab with him.
or
Like,
something.
Well, I mean,
put him on the song.
It did. Soulja let Drake on this song, and it's one of Drake's biggest hits, which people don't give Soulja credit for.
You know what though? As crazy as the interview was, and I laughed the entire interview.
I did too,
like
Jay.
we gonna touch on all that, but
Right.
as like Dimitri said, I can't take him seriously. But a lot of the stuff he was saying, I was just like,
It's facts.
dang, this man really had a big impact on hip hop right now.
You have to think when it's all said and done, when people are talking about Drake's biggest hits, We Made It is on that list.
Yeah, it is.
And
That's
everybody
crazy.
and everybody kind of sees that as Drake's song. But who's singing the hook? Whose beat is it?
Soulja. And this is the thing, right? I was having a debate with some guys, with some friends over the weekend, and we were on the topic of if he's a legend in the game. And I said, I don't know about a legend, but I definitely say he's a staple.
Is Flavor Flav a legend?
Yes.
You gotta put Soulja in there.
Fight the power.
Fight the power.
Fight the power.
To me, Soulja Boy is just our generation's Flavor Flav.
That's a good comparison.
You have a point.
I mean, he's probably a better rapper. But
I don't even know if Flavor Flav make beats. Did he make beats? I don't know.
Nah,
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know
I
exactly
think he's
what
just a hype
Flavor
man.
Flav
Yeah.
is.
I think I think Lil Jon is more of this generation's Flavor Flav.
Yeah, I mean,
Because
but,
Lil Jon's a hype
is
man.
Lil
and-
Jon really in Soulja's generation though?
No,
Nah, not at all.
But I was okay. Yeah. That's a good point.
So he would kind of be even though they were out around the same time.
Yeah.
Like Soulja was like what 16 or 17 when Lil Jon was hype. I mean, like you can't really put them in the same generation. But
No, Soulja wasn't even out because Soulja.
what
like
is that?
I said,
09, 08?
No. When I was in 6th grade, when he was first popping off on the internet on Bebo, that was 2006.
And Lil Jon was out
So
in the early
that
2000s.
Yeah.
Lil Jon was like
04 maybe?
peak.
Oh, you
Peak
think?
Little John was 04.
Yeah.
04, right?
Yeah,
I would say.
when Confessions come out, 03
I want to say
or
03.
04.
I want to say 03.
03
Let me
or
double
04.
check that, but I'm pretty sure it's
yeah,
03.
check that. Yeah, but that was Confessions because I was wasn't on Confessions.
Yeah. It was.
Yeah. That's a great album. Shout out to Usher and Jermaine Dupri.
That's
man.
probably
They
one of the
did their
top
thing.
albums
ever. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
of
for
any
sure.
genre.
Yeah, definitely.
For sure.
But what were we talking about with Soulja? You was about to say something, Dimitri?
Yeah, no, I mean, I guess he could go down as a legend, but he definitely is a staple in hip hop, no matter how much we may not like it.
Lil B is.
Lil B is you think he's a staple in hip hop?
Lil B and Soulja Boy are both the two most influential artists on this generation.
It was Confessions was 04.
Okay,
04?
okay, 04. Yeah, I thought so.
04 had me in my feelings.
04 was peak Lil Jon. Yeah, I don't think he got any. Well, turned down for what? Scratch that. Turned down for what? They played
probably made
consistently for about 3 years on everything.
Man.
Every Hogs game, every football game.
I was at the basketball game this week and they played it.
Yeah.
Lil Jon, man, we gotta call him Big Money John.
Yeah. Lil Jon made some money off that.
And he'll randomly pop up in a commercial. Like today, he'll still be in commercials out of nowhere.
I haven't heard.
What? Wasn't that like 03?
I haven't heard one EDM song like just play all the time more than I've heard Turn Down for What.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me ask you.
Yeah.
What do you think Soulja Boy or Big Draco?
Yeah.
What do you think Draco needs to do to stay relevant, at least for a few more months or for this whole year? You think he has to come out with a hit? And who do you think that hit would come out with? Who do you think he would collab with?
I don't necessarily think he needs a hit. I don't think he'll ever have anything as big as Crank That. That's probably one of the top. I mean, not best songs of all time, but probably one of the most top 10 popular songs of all time. Like
Definitely.
it's up there with that the Migos. What was the Migos song that came out a couple years
Bad
ago?
and Bougie.
Yeah, it's like it was on that level.
Oh yeah,
But
I think it probably surpassed.
Yeah.
That.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Crank That is
Yeah.
definitely bigger than
It's-
Bad and Bougie.
Yeah, it's probably one of the top hip hop songs of all time. And it's not because of the like musically. We can say whatever we want to say about that. I mean, I've never personally. I liked his early music, but I'm not a Soulja Boy fan as far as his music.
Yeah.
But even I can't say some of the stuff he was saying and some of the people he don't put on like. And some of the trends he started, like that stuff is still going on today.
Yeah.
And a lot of the stuff he's done is like, I mean, it's crazy to think about, but like you got to give him his credit. I mean, I'm not gonna say, well, no, this man just talking crazy and he don't have no point. He has a great point with everything he said. I was
The
like,
only thing I could not agree with was two things were kind of a little, skeptical. I do obviously believe the whole robbery situation. I believe that. I don't know exactly if it went down like that because
so you had 4 on meat all in your living room,
right. So I don't
believe that
know.
part.
I don't know because my barber actually has connections with a few guys that were involved as far as in the house. Not they were with Soulja Boy's camp. So I don't know, but also the whole Compton thing. Like, come on, man.
That's ridiculous.
Come
okay,
on.
all right.
I ain't gonna.
all
There
right.
were parts that he just
All right,
said. just to say.
if we're talking about lies, all right, let's do it. So the one where he was like, he was on my couch. I didn't want to shoot him because I didn't want that meat all on.
Yeah, that just sounded like a lie.
He said, all right. Now I don't know about. I won't even touch the robbery situation anymore. I just thought that part was funny when he said that. All right, the pulling the people out the car during the little flooding. I didn't believe that, Chuck. I was like, all right, so you telling me that you was the only one shooting during the robbery and you saved everybody's lives in your camp and no one from your camp got killed because of you.
Right.
And then you also telling me that you were also the person that pulled everybody out the sunroof when y'all were at the bottom of the hill, when the water was up to y'all chest in the
Right.
car.
You notice something though? Every time he told those two stories,
Yeah.
before he started, he went, "Bam, lie, lie, lie."
That's like
Boom.
one of the codes in as blacks. We know if someone starts a sentence off
Okay,
with
boom.
exactly.
All right, so here what happened.
Right.
It's how it went down.
Boom.
All right. So we had pulled up, and then he was talking about, "Hey, I'm going." When anybody from Atlanta start talking like that, you know it's about to be a story.
Exactly.
But
It might not be true, but it may
yeah.
be entertaining.
the Compton thing was just crazy because he's from Mississippi, and then he came up in Atlanta after he got his deal and all that.
Yeah.
Then he say he went or he like kind of grew up in Chicago too.
Yeah, that's what I heard that too. I was like,
bro, you only 7 the oldest,
Yeah.
28 the oldest, let's just say.
No, Soulja, because Soulja was 16 when I was in 6th grade.
He ain't that much older than me.
yeah, he's not. He
Soulja.
may be too old.
I would at least say 30. I'll say
No.
30.
No, he's not 30.
I'm
Nah,
looking
Because
at
I
it
was
now.
in high school when Crank That came
Yeah.
out, and I was like a sophomore or junior that year.
Right.
Because I
He's
listened to
28.
it before football.
He's 20
games.
yeah, he's 28.
He our age. So.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, how you lived in all these different places and you from not lived, but more so how you from all these different
Yeah,
places?
they said he was.
You only,
according
you only
to
got
Google,
a certain gap to where you're from somewhere.
Yeah.
according to Google, he was born in Chicago.
Oh,
Wow.
he was there for 12
So I
weeks.
guess he was born in Chicago, grew up in Mississippi, came to Atlanta when he got his deal, 16, 17, and then moved to L.A.
When he
couple
got
years ago.
rich.
I don't hear
No,
one.
moved to L.A. when he
I
got
don't hear
robbed.
not
When he
one-
got robbed.
I don't hear one moment where he says he's from Compton.
That's what I'm saying.
Those
man.
cats take that serious out there. So
Yeah.
I mean, but
don't
you
be
know,
light with
he
that.
already did that. Remember with the Chris Brown beef? That's how he was, relevant last year, Dimitri. You know what I'm saying? So, big Soulja. Oh, and then another thing is that gaming system, because apparently, according to like the gamers, he literally just took Nintendo's thing, like all the games, and then put his name on it and sold it. But I don't know, man.
So I'm kind of torn between the two on that subject because on one hand I want to say that we should, as a community, as a black community, we should really support and accept that this guy, not this guy but Soulja, went that route and he's trying to invest in himself and create new product. But on the other hand, it's like, all right, man,
do it the right way. If
yeah,
you're gonna do it.
exactly.
Like, don't be trying to do no quick stuff and trying to cheat us too.
Right.
Don't ask for support and then try to cheat us.
Don't buy a Nintendo Wii and then call it the boy.
No, yeah, no, we don't do that. Like, and then another thing that I noticed was that he was pushing his product and saying he had the watch and and he walked in with an Apple Watch on.
I didn't.
Like, come on now, how you gonna promote some stuff that you don't even want?
Exactly. He was just crapping on iPhone and,
Yeah,
and
like
Apple.
and you wearing it, and you probably got an iPhone in your pocket.
Of course.
So just you need to leave that argument where it's
He got the Soulja phone.
Yeah,
the
right.
Soulja phone,
Right.
the Soulja shoes. Talked about the Yeezys.
Yeah.
I didn't like them either, Soulja. I didn't like them either.
Yeah. I don't think anybody really liked the new ones.
Nope.
Even though I see people wear them all the time, but I think people literally only wear Yeezys at this point just for the name.
Because, yeah.
Yeah, but that, I don't know. I mean, Drake influences a lot of people. In one of his songs, what he said, he told some shorty not to ever wear those Yeezys around him or something like that. I don't
One time he was like, sicko mode, obviously. Checks over stripes.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
Kanye's with Adidas now, so.
Yeah. Yep. Well, Soulja Boy definitely, you know what I mean,
Sicko Mode was a huge record, man.
Huge.
I can't take Drake seriously no more. And y'all know I'm a Drake fan.
Oh, well, because of Soulja Boy?
Yeah, like just I mean, I knew he probably copied people's lyrics, but
He does it all the time.
the fact that he had to go and get Soulja Boy's music, like you couldn't even get, like it wasn't even like you took Michael Jackson's music, you took Soulja Boy's music.
Soulja.
Like this will be like almost going and having Tupac rapping a Flavor Flav verse. That'd have been awful.
Terrible.
But
Terrible.
you gotta remember in Bedrock, he's like, "Girl, I gotta watch my back. So I'm not
That's
just
Aaliyah, huh?
anybody." Yeah.
Oh yeah, that is Aaliyah. I mean,
So-
But she a goat.
Yeah, she
was,
and that was a great song. That he
Is
copied.
Aaliyah? I feel like we had this discussion at some point on the pod, but is Aaliyah really truly a
Yes.
GOAT, or
Yeah.
do people just put her in that light because she died early?
Mm-mm.
Oh,
She
no.
her music, if her music is still alive today and really touching people and creating vibes, she definitely was talented.
Is
Oh,
Shaka Khan a GOAT? I don't
No.
think people give Shaka Khan that respect.
No.
People
Well-
still playing Shaka Khan.
Well, it's just I think it's more so of the impact, man. You know what I mean? I think it's the impact and her story behind everything, behind the music. You know what I mean? For Aaliyah, and obviously the tragedy that occurred just made her, I guess, jump a lot of other artists. You know what I'm saying? But her product to me is actually really solid.
There's
I like it.
there's not a bad Aaliyah album.
Yeah.
There's not one. Like
I
she
mean,
made 4 or 5 albums.
She
and
died at like 17.
not-
It's like
she
Big,
died,
right?
She died at 23.
It's like Big. It's like Big and Pac. They died at like 24, 22. If DMX died at 24, 22, would people be calling DMX one of the greatest rappers of all time?
I
I don't think so.
I
Because you got to think at the peak DMX, when DMX had 100,000 people running into each other at the show, somebody stop, drop, and he died right after that show. He would be considered the greatest thing ever.
But you know what, though, Rashad? There is something to what you're saying.
Right.
Because say if Beyonce, if her career was shorter by 10 years,
Yeah.
she would be a lot better in my eyes because the last 10 years of her career has not been great.
No. I like the 4 album. Like, I like the 4 album.
I mean,
I don't think people really respect the 4 album. I don't know why.
even if you say you,
I
say,
think
say
I
that's a
would
good
chop it
album.
off at 4, because I think after 4, that's when she started rapping, and that's when.
That's what I'm saying. Like, okay, but even like even in before those 10 years, you still got her in Dream Girls. You still got her in a bunch of good movies and stuff. I mean, she's kind of stopped doing that.
She's in the movie with Idris Elba.
Now she just kind of obsessed.
Ain't that crazy?
But that's been 10 years ago.
But Idris Elba's like every girl's dream, and Beyonce's like every dude's dream, and they were like
Not
together
mine.
for a movie.
Yeah, no, I'm
He
good.
said not mine.
I'm super cool on
Well,
her.
I mean,
Yeah, I
but
am
you
too.
know, it's like Beyonce is like, it's not even the actual Beyonce. It's like the thought of Beyonce. Like Beyonce's. an
But that's
adjective,
how she's
you know?
making money now. It's like that what you just said is literally why people buy her music.
Yeah.
Oh, is Beyonce album's out? That means it could be what her first album was. I'm like, this don't sound good at all. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, I
And they
never.
continuously pour money into her. And I'm just like, quit giving her your money.
It's
She's
a
not
beehive.
good.
It's a beehive.
I've never been a fan, man. Honestly, never. I mean, I thought she was, pretty, but her music,
It's always just been all right.
yeah.
Look, I know girls love Beyonce. Girls love to mess with you. Oh, back to Drake.
I mean,
Drake.
but
Say my name.
it's not a coincidence.
But that was cool. That was
it's
cool,
not a
though.
coincidence that when Aaliyah died, Beyonce took off.
Yeah.
Like it literally happened the same year.
But
Beyonce was nothing until
But Destiny's
Aaliyah.
Child was already popping.
Yeah, Destiny's Child, but Beyonce wasn't the brand she was.
Beyonce didn't even have before she died.
That came out the same year she died.
Did it come out before she died?
Yeah, it came out. It came out. This I
Hold
think
on,
it came out
hold
later
on.
that year.
Nah, because I think
Because
Aaliyah
she died. in the
didn't Aaliyah die like 01?
No, she died in 2002, I think, and it was like February or March. It was early in the year.
You guys know
does-
it better
that
than
does
I
sound
do.
good.
Honestly.
No, she died 2001.
2001.
2001.
And
Wow.
then
Because I
Beyonce-
barely remember it, but I remember it being like a really big deal. And then my cousin was crying because she died, and I was like, "Why are you crying?"
I mean,
She's like,
I'm
"Aaliyah
not taking
died." I was like,
anything
"Man, no,
away
no,
from
Aaliyah."
Beyonce, man. But it's just Aaliyah would have been Beyonce if she was here.
Yeah.
I mean, she was already on her way to acting, and then she was a lot younger than Beyonce was when she started blowing up. So she was
Prettier
still maturing into who
Crazy
she
in
was
Love
gonna be.
was 2003.
Yeah, Leah. All right. If she's not one of the goats of R&B, on the women's side, she's definitely top
10.
Yeah, for sure.
But do y'all think y'all kind of influenced by y'all age? Because I'm like, Shaka Khan got some hits.
No, I listened to Shaka Khan growing up, and I just never was a fan. I've always liked Diana Ross, Patti LaBelle, what's the other one? Gladys Knight. I like their music more than I ever liked Shaka Khan.
Yeah. That instrumental on "Feel for You," that is like that's a great instrumental.
I
feel for you.
I mean, she got some good music, man. But I
that
want
boy
to put
Rashad.
her.
Hey,
I wanna
come
put
on
her
now.
top five,
Hey,
man.
don't get it messed up.
That boy Shaq
Hey,
the false.
we got the king of R&B, Dimitri Chin, in the building.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah,
don't
y'all
get it
ain't
messed
know-
up.
This man said king of R&B. Okay, Jacquees.
I'm
Hey,
telling you, man.
yeah.
Man, this is the first time I've been in the studio. Like, of course, after I did the first podcast with you guys, man. The last time I was in the booth was a couple years ago, and I just knew, like, I mean, whenever you invest your time and your energy into something, you still have a love for it. But I just knew, like, I'm alright.
Yeah.
I'm cool with just singing to my wifey at the house. You know what I mean?
He said-
I'm the king of R&B. I'm the king of R&B to her.
Dimitri be at the house on the set. E.
He's stupid,
Shout out
man.
Jacquees, man. Hey, man, we need to get
Oh,
Jacquees.
boy.
No, but have you noticed Soulja has taken all the attention away from Jacquees?
And R. Kelly.
And R.
Yo,
Kelly.
we appreciate that, Soulja, except for the R. Kelly thing, because y'all need to remember, y'all don't need y'all little social media short attention span thing with this R. Kelly thing, man.
Yeah.
I can't even.
Speaking of Aaliyah and all the things that she was going through and putting it in her music, think about all the stuff when she was just thinking about R. Kelly.
Man, I can't even listen to his songs anymore, man, and that hurts me because
Oh yeah.
I don't know,
dog,
man.
I used to love his
remix
songs,
to
dog.
Ignition. I don't know, man.
Nah, I can't listen to his music.
Like,
no more.
like that junk came on at NABJ a couple years ago. It was like that. I was like, ooh,
That's
okay.
another one of them songs that just go down as like classics forever.
Right.
I'm not trying to be rude. Like when you hear that, you can't help but move. And then apparently I went home or whatever, and I was on Twitter that night, and then it was like they played R. Kelly remix to Ignition at NABJ in the folks.
Has anyone ever heard the original? The original's not bad.
I like the original.
I do too. I
actually.
like it just as much as I like the
remix
remix.
to Ignition? But
It's
that
not as
breakdown,
catchy.
that breakdown, that bridge.
Yeah.
That makes the song. It's the remix. Yeah, that just ooh, hey. Shout out R. Kelly, man, but don't shout out R. Kelly. You know what I'm saying? But
It sucks because it's not just R. Kelly's music that you can't listen to if you don't want to support him. Because like all of Maxwell's music is R. Kelly music.
Pretty
Like
much.
that song "Fortunate," R. Kelly wrote
Yeah.
it.
I mean, but I'm thinking like the hardcore R&B, make love to you type R. Kelly records. Like no, but remix to Ignition.
What about feeling on
fresh
your
out the kitchen.
booty?
No.
Yeah, I can't do that one no more.
What about I believe I could fly.
I don't believe him.
I can't
I don't
believe
believe
I
him.
believe I
And
could
the
fly.
bump and grind, he got to leave that at
No,
home.
no,
too.
yeah. Bump and grind, like
That song alone probably was about all the young girls that he had.
And you can't listen to Aaliyah's first album because it's all R. Kelly. Like it's all him.
and then
first
Drake
album.
has that song Teenage Fever.
No.
Remember?
Wait, what?
He was really flirting with Georgia Smith when she was a teenager.
Wow.
He
You see, but that's okay. I want us to take this energy that we got for R. Kelly. Okay, put him in prison. Move on with your life and put him in prison. But I also want us to keep the same energy with everyone else. Like let's not just pour it all into him
Right.
and then just leave it at that and then be
But-
like, okay, well let's ignore the other 350
Literally,
artists and
every
actresses and
rapper
actresses and
every
stuff.
rapper has had a line about a girl who was 18.
That's what I'm
Oh,
saying.
yeah.
Like
He
let's
said,
keep
"Oh,
the same energy. Like
And
don't just stop with R. Kelly.
so I'm about to
You're right. You definitely right. And everybody sings
Lil
along.
Wayne.
Let's get them all.
Yep.
Gambino had a line about
Let's
an
get him too.
18-year-old.
Yep.
Let's get them all.
Yeah,
they all deserve to be in prison, and that's where they need to be, and let's keep that same energy.
Well, I mean, legally speaking, 18 is legal.
That's still nasty.
It's just
man.
more
I got
of
we
a
need to
little
raise.
shit
We need to
on
raise the. We need to raise the age. Then.
For real, 21.
If you
man.
can't drink until you're 21, then that's when you should be able to do everything else.
That's so sick.
I don't get why the ages are different anyway. Like, okay, you can make life decisions when you turn 18. You can decide if you want to go to the military. You can decide, hey, I want to have sex. Hey, I want to go get a job. Hey, I want to go to college. You can make all these decisions at 18, but you can't have a drink.
The age of consent is 16 in Georgia.
Oh wow,
Really?
Yeah, but like, don't even play with that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even touch.
like that's like
You know what I'm saying?
like you
the age of consent. But I think that's really more for the 18-year-olds who are dating 16-year-olds.
yeah. What's that thing with like what is it called, the Romeo something?
You talking about Giancarlo Wilson?
No, where it's like it's a law where like if a guy is dating a girl in high school and he's 17 and he turns 18 and she's like 16,
15.
You know what I mean? It's like
You think? Well, I know that there's one case with Giancarlo Wilson.
I've never heard of him.
He's a high school football player. I think he was actually from Georgia, if I'm not mistaken.
That name sounds really familiar.
Because it was a huge case. It was on like Outside the Lines like every Sunday for a couple of years.
Yeah.
But Giancarlo Wilson, he is like 18. He had sex with a 15-year-old, and then she tried to say that like it was rape or something like that. And the dude went to prison for a couple of years, and then everybody got on my cousin Thurber Baker, because Thurber Baker was what was he? The DA? No, he wasn't the DA. What was Thurber Baker? Dang, I forgot my cousin's title.
Uh-oh.
He is what's a big lawyer in the state, on the state level, attorney general.
Attorney General.
Okay.
He was the attorney general of Georgia at the time, and everybody was like, against him, but it wasn't his fault. And I forgot why it wasn't his fault. It was probably just my mom telling me something, so I had to defend family. But
Loyalty.
Yeah, loyalty. Hey, it wasn't his fault. No. But I think it was like the laws. He couldn't overturn it, or that wasn't up to him. It was up to the governor or something like that. But yeah. Giancarlo Wilson, he's 18, had sex with a 15-year-old. She like claimed rape, and of course, she was,
we know
on the other side of things. So he went to prison for a couple of years, and he was a football player. It was a big deal.
Wouldn't something like that happen with Brian? What was his name? Brian Banks, that played with the Falcons for a couple of years.
Brian Banks got caught up like that?
I wouldn't be surprised.
He was like the #1 recruit in the country, and he was supposed to go to USC, and basically a girl said he raped her, and he ended up going to prison for like 5 or 6 years.
Y'all boys got to be careful, man.
She just said it wasn't true.
Man, stop messing around with these
youngins.
youngins,
I
man.
mean, yeah, it's not even about being careful. Like that's just sick that you even think that's cool.
Yeah. And even forget the youngins. Just think about
everybody.
Like you need contracts. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Like folks be tripping out here, bro.
That's
like,
a fact.
They want a bag. They want to ruin your reputation, man. You gotta.
I'm 26.
Know your value. Know your worth.
I'm 26. If I wasn't engaged and about to get married, and I was dating, the youngest that I would date would probably be 23, maybe 23. Yeah,
Ooh, okay.
23.
That's pretty old.
23 is the youngest that I'm going. 22 if she on point.
Sure,
if
sure.
Mature mind is where it needs to be. She has a vision. But 23.
Oh. Here it is. I found it. I'm sorry to interrupt. I found it. It's the Romeo and Juliet law I'm talking about.
Oh, okay.
It's where two.
Are we canceling Romeo? Romeo's canceled.
We got to stop. No, never mind. That was something else. I was thinking about something else. But yeah, it's a Romeo and Juliet law where it's like if two teens are dating and have sex, there's no statutory rape. I guess is what what I think is what's happening.
Yeah,
I'm not sure what happens, but I just found out what I was talking about.
Yeah, that's
so I just
crazy.
didn't leave that as the Romeo law, or it's Romeo and Juliet. But
I'm 24 now, man. I'm getting up there with y'all.
Yeah. How was your birthday, man? You had a good birthday?
hey,
It was pretty cool. I'm trying to get some stuff uploaded But yeah, I'm trying to get that out as soon as possible so I can send it to the people and let them know that I was professional and I was about my business. But
when you turn 24, Rashad, I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. That's when your body starts saying, "Hey, you can't go play ball no more." Hey,
For real,
you think you're not gonna stretch today? I got something for you, player.
Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy?
That's the
how,
age
I
when
like for regular people that's 24, and for athletes that's like he's still young.
That's just no, it's not for them either. People like to say that,
Yeah.
but that ain't the truth.
Yeah, that's
Man.
crazy, man.
Because Demetrius is in pretty decent shape. I feel like I'm in decent shape, even though I'm
Yeah.
a big guy. But 24, when I hit 24, I went to basketball.
I need to hoop.
At 23, I went the day before my birthday. I
Yeah.
played and I was fine. The next day, I had to stretch because I literally pulled my calf.
Telling you, man, sprained ankles don't heal as fast.
Nope.
Your back.
Get hit in the eye one time.
You're back.
I cut my eye open. That junk took a month to heal.
Wow.
That junk is crazy. So I think with that being said, my cutoff, I don't know, man. I might say 20.
No.
20, man. 21. You might as well just do 21.
I mean, but what if
Have
there's
a drink
like
with her,
a
man.
cold 20, a cold 20,
No, man.
a cold
Just
20,
just wait till she's 21, man.
21.
I mean, but it's different because
Nah,
you
I'm
20,
messing
you,
with you. Yeah, I'm
you 24.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
messing with you.
But R. Kelly 50.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There is no reason for him to be anything
Kelly
below the 30s.
That's what I'm saying,
R.
man.
Kelly. And
Or-
then I'm
or worse-
definitely,
Worst
like,
come to worst, 25. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't even. Yeah.
And that's still pushing.
That's still
but-
pushing.
Drake was what's his name? Drake was Offset was cheating with the 19-year-olds.
That's nasty too.
With the
Offset
dogs.
like 76.
Offset
I
like
swear them
76.
dudes seem like they way older than what they are. All
yeah,
them Migos
I
do.
feel like they are a lot older.
No, they just been out for a minute. That's it.
Almost what? Almost
2
about
years?
10. How many
2
years?
weeks?
No, about 5-6 years
6 years.
I forgot about
since 2012.
Versace.
This all right.
Yeah, that was like 2011.
Yeah, that was 2011.
Shout out to
Yeah,
Bando.
2012.
Bando was like 2012.
Yeah.
Tried that. Bando was the first one, and then Versace.
man.
It was
Hannah
crazy because
Montana, all
Soulja
them
Boy
bitches.
said he gave them that beat.
Yeah. He did. He did use that beat.
Now this is the thing that I
But his
was
song
kind of.
trash.
This is the thing, right?
Yeah.
And he may have some truth to what he said about Zaytoven, sends the same beats out to everybody in the industry because I went to high school with Sonny Digital. Shout out to Sonny Digital. We was real cool in school.
Yeah.
And he used to give me free beats, you know what I mean? And I don't know for a fact if he gave that same beat to somebody else,
Yeah.
but I just know that I don't know if producers are sending out the same beat to just everybody in the industry like that.
Yeah.
Maybe they are. Maybe they were back, a few years.
Well,
five-
Zaytoven wasn't really, nobody really knew who he was when that came out, though. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So maybe he
No,
was just
no.
trying to get
Well,
noticed.
Gucci- yeah, Zay-
Zaytoven was out
yeah,
for a
He
minute.
wasn't like he is now.
Because he was with Gucci.
Yeah, he.
Oh, that's true.
he,
He was with Gucci for a minute.
I remember that now.
Yeah.
But it's funny.
Zaytoven kind of a legend.
Yeah. Oh nah, not
He definitely is.
Yeah, he's definitely an Atlanta.
He's definitely
legend.
one of the top beat makers.
You're
ever.
thinking about like Mike Will and them. Like Mike Will, they're
Yeah,
the
they
new
new
guys.
guys.
Mike Will, Metro,
Metro
you know,
Boomin.
compare.
That's who I was thinking about.
yeah.
Metro.
They were new. They were new.
Yeah, but even still, man, I think I don't know. I don't know. That's just odd. That you know what I mean. He just trying to get credit for every single thing. Like
I mean,
bruh.
but you got to think, man. Like I said, Lil B and Soulja Boy are the two most influential artists of this generation.
They all following Soulja Boy's formula. Like every song that come out that is supposed to be like that big summertime, big time event type song is you got to dance with it. It's got a video with you dancing in it. It's on social media before it come out.
Yeah.
It's a big personality type song. I mean, who started it? So I mean, Soulja Boy started that.
Yeah, you-
For
Speaking
hip-hop.
of, I heard Silento on the radio. He's got a radio advertisement about his new single, "Watch Me Part 2."
What he gonna do? Say
And,
Silento?
And he said he said his highly anticipated debut album. I was like, highly anticipated.
Is it really?
And then he called himself the Prince of Atlanta.
Oh,
Wow.
yeah.
He said, "Yo, what's up, everybody? It's the Prince of Atlanta, Silento. Y'all check out my new single, Watch Me Too, Part 2 on my highly anticipated debut album, Fresh Out of High School."
He could have kept that to himself.
For real. Say it with your chest, man.
Say it with your chest.
It was his fault. It was his fault. Because, I hit up Silento just for, giggles or whatever a few years ago, right when Watch Me was kind of hot. But, he was on tour for Watch Me for like a year. And I was like, yo, how much is a feature? He said, so if Silento likes a song, a feature would be $15K. 15K?
Man,
Please.
if you don't get out of here.
15K?
15K is a signing bonus for an NFL running back.
Drake?
Bye.
Right.
Drake? Kanye West?
The whole interview is hilarious.
Hilarious.
Like, it's like, that was the funniest thing I've seen in a long. I literally was in the office just crying.
Of 52 minutes of comedy.
Pure comedy.
It was a stand-up comedy show, and then he went on. I did not like his interview on Everyday Struggle. He had no business going there and disrespecting academics and them like that, man. That was.
I didn't pay attention because no Joe, no show.
That was definitely not. Like, that was just straight up. A lot of that stuff was just straight up disrespect, and I would have felt some type of way. We would have had to stop the show for him to come up there and call me stupid and stuff.
But
that's not gonna happen.
I think academics been talking about Soulja for a minute though.
He has, but that's not how you confront somebody.
Be
a grown up.
Who's the cat that the other guy that's on there? That one of the other hosts.
Wayno?
Wayno or Mano?
Wayno.
Mano's the rapper.
Yeah, Mano. Shout out to Mano. He from Brooklyn.
So that's Wayno.
He really tried Wayno as soon as he walked in. He said, "I don't even." Bro, I don't know your name. Like you, dog. If you
Joe, no show.
Then he showed that he watched the show when he said, "I appreciate what y'all do for the culture." So that means you watched the show, so you should know that guy's name. That's not cool.
He talking about Joe Budden. He appreciate what Joe Budden did
I
for the show.
get that, man. But then if you don't want to be on that platform,
they need to cancel the show.
They should cancel the show. But
Complex, cancel that show.
If you Soulja Boy, don't.
Ain't nobody trying to watch that no more, man.
Don't go on there if you don't want to.
Soulja would have had to run me my fair one.
Joe Budden podcast. Joe Budden dropped 2 podcasts a week. They both got 500,000 views on YouTube.
Personally, I would have rather seen him on Joe Budden's podcast.
Yeah, man.
Joe would have checked him something crazy.
Yeah, I would have rather if he had to come in there talking all that crazy stuff. Joe would have been like, "Hold on, young man.
Yeah, for
hold
real.
on, young man. You're not going to talk to me."
But that's the thing though about Joe Budden and them. They don't go on the trends.
Yeah, they real hip hop.
They don't chase the clout. And that's what makes them so respectable.
Yeah.
Shout out Joe Budden podcast, man.
They really just got Chance the Rapper a couple months ago, just out of nowhere.
Right.
Like he wasn't doing nothing.
He wasn't promoting nothing.
He was just
on the show just to talk.
And then when the stuff with Drake and who was it? What's his name? Pusha T. Yeah. When he came on, that had kind of cooled down.
Yeah. Push explained it all.
Yeah. So I mean, and then I feel like when people respect. Like you said, people respect Joe just because Joe that old school hip hop. So they gonna come in and they gonna actually talk to him.
It's just like sports.
Yeah,
like someone's gonna respect an athlete more than a regular reporter.
Yeah, that's true.
Unfortunately,
for regular reporters, what we have to do is like pretty much just be there every day and be like just get.
I don't necessarily think that's true. If you put yourself in their shoes, like some of these reporters, it's ridiculous because they don't look at them as people, and they don't look at them as they just look at them. Well, you scored 12 points, so you had a bad game, so you're gonna tell me why? No, ask the man about his life. The man may have had a bad day. Everyone has a bad day. So I mean, if you can relate to them, and I feel like it's a lot. If you've played sports before, like a lot of that kind of helps you understand too. So, and a lot of these reporters have never played sports. I mean, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's just you also have to take yourself out of, well, I'm just trying to get an answer out of this guy because I have a job to do. Try to build a relationship when you interview with him.
Exactly.
So, I mean, that's a lot. That's a lot of the friction between athletes and reporters.
Yeah.
Is that they don't have a relationship. They just know this guy's going to ask me these rigid questions, and all he wants from me is a straightforward answer. And I'm a person, so I have a complex way of thinking about it. So it's not going to always be what you want to hear.
But I think my best piece of advice to just reporters or upcoming people, just be yourself. You know, because if you try too hard to be cool, if you try too hard to be,
they gonna smell that coming too.
Like, I can relate to you. I'm your age. Like, that is corny, bro. Like,
yeah.
I seen one reporter, bro, one time when I was in the locker room. I won't call out the locker room or the person, but like, it's just being corny, bro. Just like cussing a bunch, like just
Wow.
I guess trying to fit in or something.
Wow.
But it felt like the cussing was like forced.
Oh my god!
And it was like,
don't do that.
Yeah. And I'm like, bro, you look corny than a
The
mug.
athletes are probably looking like, yo, this dude's a joke.
Like,
Yeah,
you-
that's not what I'm saying.
like you old than a
That's
mug,
awful.
bro. You
That-
old than a mug, man.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. And then that's a bad thing to do to become, really cool with them because
Yeah.
if you're a legit reporter, you're gonna be stating the facts, whether or not it makes that person look good
Or
or
bad.
bad.
Yep.
So you establish a friendship with these athletes, and
Not even
Next
a
thing-
friendship, just a personal relationship.
yeah,
Like just I don't know. It's not really a personal relationship. It's kind of a I respect him. He respect me. He ain't never done nothing negative or on purpose. He just told the fact.
yep,
A lot of time that take care of itself.
Never try to be a fan.
No.
yeah, man. So, but yeah, Georgia State freaking lost yesterday.
Oh yeah, at the buzzer.
Yeah, at the
Who
buzzer.
they play?
Troy. They played Troy.
Dude hit the three.
Why
in
is it
his
always
face,
Troy?
bro.
It seems like it's always Troy that just gives them that random loss. Like
Yeah,
out of nowhere.
that's what David said last night.
Troy got a solid big man though, Jordan Fernando.
He's the
Man.
one that hit the three.
Yeah.
He hit the three like I forgot who it was guarding him, but they had the hand like darn near on his face, and the man just sunk it like
Where did they play it? They were at
Troy.
Troy.
Yeah.
He sunk it, bro. Like it didn't even touch the rim. I'm like, bro, with 1.7 seconds left, Georgia State had no timeouts. Ben Levy got it, 2 dribbles, half court heave, over the
Well,
basket.
at least that was fun.
Yeah.
Georgia's game yesterday was my God. My eyes were bleeding after that. It was bad basketball, man.
Yeah, the best team in the state had a better game. So, but anyways, NFL. This is gonna come
So you just
out.
gonna speed past it?
This is gonna come. I mean, there's no debate. Like the debate is over.
Okay, the debate is over, but
The debate is over, but there is no but.
I mean, okay, we talked about this in the group chat. Like
Yeah.
the expectation of Georgia State all of a sudden has been okay, well they need to make it to the tournament and make a couple wins. Like, okay, being the best team in the state of Georgia right now is not saying much.
Okay, but they are though.
They are.
So we're
That's
gonna
cool.
say it.
That's cool. But like, will they be in 2 years when Georgia finally gets back up? No, they won't be because all these players that have transferred in won't be at Georgia State anymore, and they'll just be a normal team again.
Unless Ron finds a way to, recruit, some guys.
Yeah, I mean, and
Now, Nelson
people,
Phillips is 4-star.
people are
Oh, yeah.
copying his way of like Kansas is starting to do that now. Like Kansas is starting to take transfers.
Yeah.
Like other schools have caught on to this, so it's not
Like
like
the
it's
Coach Hunter wave.
yeah, it's not
Boy.
something new no more. So I mean, I hope the best for him, but I don't see this like being sustainable. I think they kind of peaked.
Damian Wilson was a transfer
Damon
from Pitt.
Yeah, I'm not too big on him at all.
I haven't watched the team much.
He
this year.
started yesterday
Yeah.
because Kane Williams is out, but man, if you just look at him on the court,
Yeah.
he doesn't look comfortable. Like his body language and the way his movements on the court it just doesn't, show you that he's that guy that can help take Georgia State over the top. I mean, he'll like yesterday he put up 7 points. That's okay. But I mean, you came from Pitt.
He said that's
You know what I'm
I
saying?
don't know. I mean,
I thought he
it's
was
one
That's
thing-
okay.
It's one thing to go to a school and
7
sit on the
points?
bench, but it's another thing like to actually play for that school. Like when Ryan Harrell got to Georgia State, he had actually been a starter for Kentucky and played a lot and started for North Carolina
when they were
State.
number 1.
and they were a legit team. Okay,
No. He didn't play with Carolina.
he played with North Carolina State.
No, but he didn't play.
Yeah, he did.
No, he didn't.
He was a starter.
That's why he left because he wasn't playing because they got a new coach.
I'm looking this up
Oh,
because
yeah,
the kid was
yeah.
almost a
Look up the
lottery
minutes.
pick if he had went pro. He had to play.
He because of what he did in high school.
Okay.
He didn't really play like that freshman year.
Google is
But,
about to.
But all right, so NFL, anybody but
Why not the Saints? I want to see New Orleans.
it can't be New England, New Orleans, man.
Why not, man?
There will literally be World War III in Atlanta, Georgia.
Harrell appeared in 29 games and started 10.
He started 10.
He
Don't zoom past that. 30 game season, 32 game season.
He played in 29 of them.
He started in 10 of them.
Did I say that he had to start the entire season?
No,
Did I
you
say
didn't.
that?
You didn't say that.
I
You
said
did.
he started.
9
The
points.
last 10 games of the year, he started.
He averaged 9 points in 10 games. In 10 games starting.
Okay, but you didn't let me finish my point.
Okay, go
my
ahead.
My point was that he played at North Carolina State as a freshman, and he started at Kentucky, and he did not finish starting that year. He got put on the bench, and he didn't play at all after that. I remember because I watched these two teams play when they had this player.
He played.
And he played. So,
He played the last game.
So
in
that's,
Kentucky.
but you're making my point.
He was on the court at the end of the Robert Morris game.
Yeah, because they were up by 723. But you're making my point. Like, he played for both of these teams, and he was actually a key contributor to both of these teams. Damian Wilson never played at Pittsburgh.
Yeah, he didn't.
He was on the team. He did not play. Same thing with the other guys they've gotten over the last couple of years.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I was saying. If you go to a school and you're just there, that doesn't mean
Really
you come to another team and make the impact that
And
people
ball.
think.
Yeah.
Oh, but he played at Georgia, so that means he's supposed to be a superstar.
Right.
No, there's a reason he was on the bench.
You said last year, right, when we had this discussion, Georgia versus Georgia State, I said they have DeMarcus Simons. You said DeMarcus Simons. Who's DeMarcus Simons? I was like, a 4-star prospect. You
Is he
said
going to play
everybody on Georgia's a 4-star prospect.
They are.
The bench player is a 4-star prospect.
He
So if
he
the bench
realizes-
player
he
is a
realizes-
4-star, so if the bench player from Georgia is a 4-star prospect and he comes to Georgia State, and he's supposed to be as good as DeMarcus Simons according to Jeremy Johnson,
DeMarcus Simons is not that good, Rashad.
He's better than everybody on Georgia?
Yeah, because Georgia lost 5 starters last year.
Okay, but when we had this discussion,
It was a different team.
yeah,
do you think-
he's better than everybody except for Yassine Malik, whatever his name is.
He's not better than Nicholas Claxton. He's not better than Rashawn Hammons. If Rashawn Hammons and Nicholas Claxton were at Georgia State, they would be superstars.
They would. They would.
No,
There's no overlooking
they
that.
would
Rashawn Hammons
dominate.
had Georgia State on his list, and,
And he
passed them up.
decided to go
And
to
Georgia State blew them out by 30 points. Rashad Hammons did nothing. Now, Nicholas Claxton did nothing. And DeMarcus Simons dunked on both of them boys.
He did.
Come on, what are you saying right now?
Did I say-
he
did I-
turned up on them boys. And he turned up on Josh Okogie last year. He gave him a 30-piece.
He
sound-
did.
A first-round draft pick who's playing right now for the Minnesota
You
Timberwolves.
sound
And he
ridiculous.
gave Kyrie Irving 18
You
points.
sound ridiculous. Because what you just said made my own point. You saying Josh Okogie scored, he's in the NBA, he's a first-round pick. Georgia beat the brakes off of them last year.
Georgia State beat the brakes off of them last year.
In a game, Rashad. They did not do it in a game.
They would do it in the game if it was a game.
No, it
Them boys
wasn't.
was playing.
No, you use this.
I'm using the eye test.
You
I'm
use
using
the
the eye
same
test.
argument when I talked about Mike Porter Jr. last year when he scored.
Michael Porter hasn't touched the NBA court yet.
So he scored 30 on Kansas.
Do y'all think DeMarcus would thrive in the SEC or the ACC?
Yes, he would. He was supposed to go to Mississippi State for a reason.
Mm.
I'm not saying he's sorry. What I'm saying is he's not this player that's going to take over the world just because he plays at Georgia
I
State.
didn't say he's going to take over
Yes,
the world.
you did.
I said he's better than anybody on UGA.
No, he's not. Nicholas Claxton is going to be a
why they beat him
first-round
by
pick
30 points, bro? Why
because
beat
they
him
have
by
a better
30 points,
team,
bro?
and they have Ron Hunter.
So why was DeMarcus dunking on them and gave them how many points he
Did
gave
you
them?
watch the game? Because
Yes,
I
I
don't remember.
watched the
I don't
game.
remember DeMarcus Simons dunking on anybody.
Bro, he had a couple. Like,
I wish
knee
I watched
flushes.
that game. I didn't watch that game.
He
Usually,
uploaded it on Twitter. He
Oh, did
uploaded
he?
the dunks on Twitter
Oh,
after
did he?
the game.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Pull him up.
Yeah,
because he
let me-
didn't dunk on anybody. He dunked in the game, but he didn't dunk on anybody. That's a fact.
And he dunked on that 7-foot boy.
You also are escaping the fact that nobody cares that Georgia's not good this year because they weren't supposed to be because they lost Deontay Mayton, J.J. Frazier. They lost a couple guys off their bench,
Right.
and they changed coaches.
That wasn't the argument. The argument was, is DeMarcus Simons better than anybody on UGA right now?
But he's not.
He's better than everybody on that team right now. And we
wanna-
saw that.
he's a better scorer.
Like, I don't
But
even
I don't know about
understand.
better all around player because here's the thing you got to judge. The SEC is not the ACC, but they're still tough. And DeMarcus, you know what I mean, is playing against Sunbelt teams. So
Right.
that's something that you have to take account. You know, you have to put into perspective as well. So I'd say he's a better scorer, obviously, but all around player is
No.
I don't know if I could just jump off the ledge and say he is.
And it's not even just about what's going on in college. Like, how does he project to the NBA? If that's what we're
Not
talking
well.
about.
Not well. Not well. Not well,
Rashad-
Jeremy. Is that what you wanted to hear?
Yeah, because that's the
I'm
truth.
saying who's a better college basketball player right now? DeMarcus
Simons is right now because he's older.
But he's better than all those guys on UGA right now. Is he not?
Maybe.
You're thinking about the long-term NBA.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about.
I'm thinking about right now. Who's the best college basketball player in the state of Georgia? It's DeMarcus Simons. It's not even close.
Probably the kid that's the number 1 recruit in the country, honestly.
What's
his name?
Anthony Edwards.
Anthony Edwards.
Who's that kid out of McEachern?
Tia Cooper's brother.
Yeah. Man, that boy.
Something Cooper.
He's for
that
real,
boy.
too.
Tia Cooper's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She with Dwight Howard. She's still in college.
that's crazy.
Man, he's a
How
clown.
is he different than R. Kelly though?
Right. He's a clown.
He need to be
She
in prison
21.
too.
She 21.
It's the same thing though.
He's a clown, man. I don't take Dwight serious at all. At all. Where is he? He's still injured, right?
Yeah.
I don't think he's gonna play this year. There's no need for him to play now.
His buttocks.
They're
No. Hold on. But before I join in this Dwight slander, let me chill. Dwight, that's my dude, man.
Oh my God.
I just say that because Dwight, when I was in high school, man, he gave me some real advice, bro. Some real life advice.
Which was
I mean, it was just like it was a bunch of stuff that I don't really want to repeat, like in public, on air and stuff. But Dwight's a real dude, so I respect him for that.
okay.
So I can't sit up here and call him a joke and join in on the jokes on that.
That's
he's a real dude.
That's 100. That's 100. I can respect that.
And his family, all of them. They gave me some good advice when I was really young, so I appreciate them.
That's what's up. What you looking up there right there?
I think I was looking up his stats against UGA, but I just ended up looking at his stats.
Oh,
Simons,
DeMarcus?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I think he did go for 30. I think, but what was his percentage is the big question because going for 30 these days isn't.
Don't really mean that.
Yeah. How many shots it take you?
He averaged so far, but this doesn't make sense. I mean, this doesn't matter, but he's averaging 19, 5 and 5, and he averaged like 21, 5 and 5 last year.
What's the next closest scorer?
Devin probably.
Probably like 13 points.
Yeah.
So he's taking all the shots.
Yeah.
And he's only getting 19.
Remember Ryan and but that wasn't the argument. The argument's who's the best college player right now.
I mean, best is a relative term when you're talking about he's the best scorer.
You talking about who's the best NBA prospect. That's a whole different conversation.
I'm not. I'm saying that if Nicholas Claxton is removed from either Georgia State's team or Georgia's team, those teams don't win a game. And if you remove DeMarcus Simons from either one of those teams, they may still win a couple games.
Yeah. Georgia State still winning.
Georgia
They
State
have more talent than Georgia has.
Well, but see, then again, it's like the competition that they're playing.
Simons had 17.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
You put Georgia State in the SEC. They're
right,
not winning.
without
they're not whatever their record is.
Simons
Exactly.
had 17, 6 rebounds, 8 assists in that game.
Oh, against Georgia?
Yeah. Ben Levy led the
You
team
said
with 24.
30, man.
Nah. He had 30 on Georgia Tech. On
Yeah,
Josh Okogie's head.
last year. Yeah.
But he was dunking on them boys at UGA.
So he had 17.
8 assists, and 6 rebounds.
How many turnovers?
It doesn't show it here.
Oh, okay.
Ben Levy had 24.
Malik is really the secret weapon.
So
man.
Malik's the best player in the country. I'm just playing.
I
I actually like Malik.
like him too. I ain't gonna lie, man. That's my guy. You know what I'm saying?
He can play, man.
That's my guy. Like I done had talks with him off the court. You know what I'm saying? Just giving him some encouragement.
He's a local kid too, right?
Savannah,
Yeah.
Savannah, Georgia.
He's a nice dude.
Yeah, man. He's a good dude, man.
Him and what's his name? Jeff Thomas. They're really nice people.
Jeff
man.
Thomas. I wish he would be more aggressive, man.
Jeff got like maybe 2 posters in his whole Georgia State career.
Yeah, I mean he has all the tools and he just kind of floats.
I call him the homeboy. You know. Listen, why I call him the homeboy. I call him the homeboy, and it's no knock against him, but he got to show up on the road, man. Yeah, he got to show up on the road. But I call him homeboy because he always goes off at the crib, but he disappear on the road sometimes.
He be dunking now. Shout out Jeff Thomas. He got the ups. Light skinned man can jump. You know what I'm saying? All right, episode 95.
Hold on, can we pick the games today?
But
Yeah.
this is coming out after the game,
Oh,
so
dang, that's a good point. Who win the Super Bowl? Oh, yeah, we'll have another episode by then. Forget the football today.
Forget football. Let's just hope that it's not New England and New Orleans and Atlanta.
I'm gonna go ahead and give my prediction on who I think is gonna win the Super Bowl. Even though this is gonna, you know what I'm saying? I think the Saints will win the Super Bowl.
And what if the Saints lose today? Then you look real bad.
I do, but I'm going
95,
out on
everybody, go around, say your little tags and all that. We out.
All right, Dimitri Chin, one Dimitri Chin on Twitter, Mr.Dimitri.Chin on Instagram.
Jeremy Johnson, Clark _Kent _75. Give me some man. Go Dogs.
Rashad Milligan.com. You can follow me on Twitter at I Keep the Draco. We out. Dang, we don't have Keem to be like.
Y'all must thought that I was gone whisper the whole time.
Mistress, diamonds they wear like go fishing. Y'all don't want friends, I want Audis. I don't want cars, I want Rarries. I don't want friends.